Hey man, what's going on? Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy Cam.
Your boy Jay.
And we got my man Heat Detector in the building. We got my man T the Truth. And y'all tuning into Whoopty Woo. Sports how you supposed to get it, dummy. Yeah, man. It's great to be back. It's great to be back. For y'all that's just joining us today, welcome. Thank you for joining us, man. This is Whoopty Woo, the sports podcast, man, where we just talk about the latest news in sports, anything that's going on, interesting in sports is what we talk about. It doesn't matter if it's football, basketball, baseball, hockey, field hockey, cricket. If there's something going on interesting, man, we're going to talk about it, man.
Bowling.
That's what we do here. Bowling. You know what I'm saying? Pickleball. It don't matter, man. It don't matter.
What about wiffle ball?
Yeah, we pushing it.
What about backgammon?
What was that?
Hey, backgammon kind of fun.
What is that?
Backgammon is the shit.
Little small,
With the little birdie?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've played that before, but I mean, is that a real like competitive like sport? Kind of like how what's that one called with the bean bags you throw them? Oh, cornhole. You know that's an actual like professional sport now, right?
Yeah, but we play street rules backgammon.
What is that?
You get your teeth knocked out playing backgammon. It's crazy. That ain't no fucking.
You get your teeth knocked out, man.
We're talking about straight up fucking. It's almost criminal. You never seen backgammon like this. No, that's gonna be the new thing. See, Dana White's got the slap league. I'm gonna start the whole street rules backgammon, and it's gonna kill that shit. Hey, listen, I trademarked that. Don't try to steal that from me. I'm gonna do street rules backgammon.
That's funny. Well, man, so we're just gonna get right into it, man. Steph Curry had an interview sometime this week. It was about a few days ago, and he had an interview with Gilbert Arenas, and he asked him, "Who is the best point guard of all time?" And the man simply said, "Me." And personally, I believe that Steph Curry is the best point guard of all time. There's not a point guard in the history of the NBA that can shoot like Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry has the best, if not the best, the second best handles in the NBA. The way he drives in the lane can't anyone compare to Steph Curry when he's driving in the lane, especially when he does his circus shots. It's like it's always going in the basket. I mean, the man is phenomenal. Not only is he good, but he makes everyone around him good. He's also one of the only basketball players I've ever seen play in life that is like guarded by four guys at one time.
Hey man, is it me? Is it me, or is all of these shows revolve around Stephen Curry and the goddamn Golden State? Goddamn fucking Steph Curry, right? Break already.
Dang. I mean, look, when you win championship after championship consistently for how many years they've won it, the past 10 years, it's hard not to talk about them. You know what I'm saying? And especially now, people are looking for the demise because they're all getting old, you know. But I feel like Steph Curry is like ageless. Like you can shoot all day.
Magic Johnson, not a point guard.
Magic Johnson is a point guard.
Okay, let's do me a favor. Name 6 point guards. Name the top 6.
Magic Johnson guards Steph Curry one-on-one. When I'm looking at the best of all time, when they talk about positions, I'm like, okay, could this point guard match up against this point guard in this game, in this time? Like, could Magic Johnson guard Steph Curry?
So if you're saying that it go both ways. It go both ways.
Hold on. Let me finish real quick. Or could Magic Johnson be just as successful as he was playing in this league? And could Steph Curry be just as successful as he is in that league, in that era of the NBA? And I believe Yeah, I think Steph Curry could still do exactly what he's doing right now. Back then. And
basketball was much tougher.
I think it'd be even worse.
Tougher.
Hey,
it was much tougher back
Steph
then.
Steph Curry would have got fucking pummeled. Okay, he would have got pummeled.
Doesn't mean that he wouldn't be able to consistently shoot as good as he's shooting right now.
They would be giving him that elbow
fucking shot in basketball in the history of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? The best shooter to ever shoot the basketball in the history of the NBA. So you cannot say that he wouldn't be able to survive back in the 70s or the 80s. I mean, come on, dude.
They would have beat the shit out of him.
Driving in the lane?
They would have beat the shit out of this guy.
Three-pointer? I don't think so.
Listen.
So
did they beat the shit out of Reggie Miller when he was shooting?
No. So how can you be as dynamic back then? If you can't drive the ball, if they're gonna beat your ass in the hole.
Hold on. I didn't say he couldn't drive the ball. He said they'll beat the shit out of him. I said, yeah, driving into the lane.
So that's taking away your driving ability.
Hold on.
If they're gonna beat your ass every time, if a motherfucker beat my ass every time I'm going to the hole, hold on. Let me step back, shoot this jump shot.
How many times has Steph Curry been clotheslined and drop kicked when he drives in the lane?
Okay, but that's like you
and
talking about a couple instances. We talking about playing back then.
I wish that my producer could play some shit in the back so I can show you how many times this dude gets literally thrown across the court when he's driving into the lane and still makes it, still gets up and goes on to go on to the next play.
Dennis Rodman would have made him quit.
Oh, I don't think so.
Dennis, let me put it to
that same competitive instinct that Kobe Bryant does.
So if the greatest of all, bro, you kind of confuse me.
I'm not confusing you. I'm saying he's the greatest point guard to ever play point guard.
Okay, if me and you, we playing football, right? We playing football. You got 1 ring, I got 2 rings. We got the same stats.
Okay.
You got 2 MVPs, I got 3 MVPs. Who the fuck is better? Who better? Who's better? Who better, bro? Well, you got 3 rings, I got 2 rings. Who better? You right?
Well, I'm not comparing.
You right, gang?
I'm not comparing Michael Jordan. I'm not comparing Magic Johnson to Curry because of how many rings Curry has. I'm simply saying that Curry is the better point guard.
No, it's no way. If I got 5 rings, bro, and you got 4 rings, I got 3 MVPs, or I got 4 MVPs, you got 3 MVPs, bro. My team been in the finals 10 straight years. Not no dynasty. We went 3 years, took a break for 2, then came back.
Derek Fisher, hold on. So Derek Fisher's better than Russell Westbrook because Derek Fisher has 3 rings?
If you want me to be honest, I say hell yeah. Come on.
Hell, Derek Fisher?
I say
Derek fucking you know who Derek Fisher is?
Yeah, bro.
I know who Derek Fisher is.
Don't forget that name, Derek Fisher.
But we talk. Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
Man.
I'm sorry.
Derek Fisher's not even a ballot Hall of Famer,
bro. But
he's not even going to go to the Hall of Fame. Russell Westbrook is definitely going to go on the Hall of Fame for sure. A first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
You crazy?
But not Derek Fisher. But not Derek Fisher.
You crazy as hell with that one. Like, be realistic.
Hey, I want to ask the audience.
Ron Artest going to the Hall of Fame?
Do you guys really think that Derek Fisher is better than Russell Westbrook?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Be real.
You talking about
be real,
bro? You talking about overall?
Only because off of principle, because he has fucking more championships.
I'm sorry. No, because he's a better player.
He is.
He's not a better player, bro.
He's a better, more cooperative player. I'll tell you that.
You just said though. You just said he's a better player off the simple fact of he has more championships, and that's bullshit. The guy
I didn't say that.
Okay, that's a whole nother conversation. You talk about Westbrook and Derek Fisher. We talk about Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson and Curry. Magic Johnson and Curry, bro.
Okay, I use that as an example because you said that if I had this many championships and you had this many championships, who would be better? And
we on the same float.
Let me speak real quick. And then you also went to the fact because I was like, so just because you have more championships than me, does that consider you being better than me? And you said yes. So that's why I used Derek Fisher and Russell Westbrook.
I'm sorry.
Like, no, nigga, no. Derek Fisher is not better than Russell Westbrook.
Okay,
hands down.
All right, but Curry and Magic Johnson, like,
man, I'm telling you right. I'm telling you right now.
Magic Johnson is the best point guard of all time.
Bro. I don't believe that.
And if you describing point guard, bro, point guard,
I don't believe that.
What is the
He's just
top
thinking
amount of
different,
assists
man.
Steph Curry averaged in his career? He probably the most.
What, the most
Probably
assists?
6. Probably 6.
No, that's not
7?
the most.
You want to go 7? You want to go 8? You want to go? You want to go 9?
He probably averaged.
You want to go 9?
Averaged like 6.5. Let's say that. Like
that's
6.5
not shit. Magic Johnson
6.5.
averaged 11 assists for his career, not 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 4. No. All 14 of his seasons averaged more than 11 assists, bro.
The greatest shooter.
Point guard, right? I give it to you if you say Curry is the most influential player of all time. I'll give you that off back. But we saying greatest point guard. Fuck no. I'm taking my 22 points, 11 assists. Fuck that. You want to say point guard, right? Magic Johnson averaged 9 rebounds as a point guard.
Yeah, but Magic Johnson.
Hold on.
Magic Johnson came out of
6'8". No, Magic Johnson came out of high school.
Magic Johnson's also 6'9".
He always
So
got an
if
excuse.
you want to say that, if you're going by height, now if you're going by height,
He said the rebounds. I'm like, he's also fucking 6'9". Of course he averaged.
Wait.
No.
Yo, check this out.
No.
He's as big as a power forward.
Hey, the craziest part about all this, you said greatest point guard. You ain't say shit, and you keep jumping back to the shooting.
I'm just saying,
as a point guard,
all around point guard, which is what? What's an all around point guard?
What is your man talking about?
Facilitating the ball, and you defending too, right?
And defending. Curry can't defend. He's not the best defender. He's not the best defender, but can he? I didn't ask you that.
So he's excluded. He's excluded already from that. If you can't be all around, he can't be the greatest.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Let's just go.
Yes or no?
Let's go to a grading system.
Curry's the best 3-point shooter of all time.
All time, I get that.
Curry is that's it. He's the greatest 3-point shooter of all time. That's undoubtedly. Undoubtedly.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Tarek, you need to put your mic up closer because you can barely hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Hold on. Maybe it's my gain.
What do you guys think?
Oh, how about now?
Audience.
That's good.
Everybody out there in the comments, man, go ahead and leave your comment. Let us know what you think about Steph Curry and Magic Johnson.
How about now, Heat?
Best point guard to ever play point guard in the NBA. I'm saying Steph Curry. I already laid down my reasons why. I can lay them down again. There's nobody in history in the NBA that shoots like him. There's nobody that has the type of handles he does, the type of, what
doesn't Kyrie Irving do?
You know what I'm saying? Driving to the lane and also facilitating all in one package. There's no one in the history of the NBA that is.
He can't defend though.
And he also can defend. I'm not saying he's the best defender, like I just said. He's not the best defender, but he can defend.
Wouldn't the greatest of all time be good at all of it?
He is good. He's not the best.
Wouldn't he be the greatest at all of it?
The greatest of all time?
That's pretty much what that stands for.
Or all around just good at everything. You know what I'm saying? And which he is. So.
He's not the greatest defender.
Magic Johnson wasn't the best defender in the fucking NBA either.
Magic Johnson had to play against Larry Bird.
Okay.
Does Curry got to play against Larry Bird?
Curry has to play against Kyrie Irving, and
Kyrie Irving is Larry Bird.
He's a good ass shooter. He can shoot.
Kyrie Irving ain't Larry Bird.
Just as good as Bird.
Bird will troll the shit out of you. What you mean? Bird will troll the shit. He will get in your head out there.
Okay, that's fine.
He will play with your mind. He will gaslight you.
Because you play with my mind doesn't mean that you're a better shooter than me.
He'll gaslight you out the game.
I honestly God think Larry Bird would get mixed by Kyrie.
He would get what?
Mixed. He get diced up out there by Kyrie.
Diced up, but Larry Bird getting diced up. That's a nice fantasy. I like that one.
What do you think, Jay? Come on, man.
Larry Bird.
Man.
Kyrie probably might get him.
Yeah, might.
Oh, we got look at this now. Look at this now. You see that?
Man. Come on, man.
I have now united them. You see that? Now it's united against me.
Tarek, you went from T to Truth to T to Peacemaker.
The Peacemaker.
I just made peace on the show. You see that? How I brought them together? Because I took Curry out of it, and I injected Larry Bird right away. unity. You see that?
Right away.
Fuck Larry Bird.
Fuck Larry Bird.
Whoopty whoop. That's how they feel on this show. Fuck Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
That's fine.
Man.
Larry Bird was a bad motherfucker, man. Everybody says it.
You say something stupid, we're just gonna look at him and say, "Fuck Larry Bird, man."
Fuck the Bird.
Yeah, all right.
No, Larry Bird. What was it called? White chocolate? No, that's not white. White chocolate. Jason Williams is white chocolate. Larry Bird was a G though. I mean, he's still one of the greatest shooters to ever play the game. He ain't on that Steph Curry level, but
He's better than Steph Curry for sure.
come on, dude.
He was more of a man than Steph Curry.
What?
Steph Curry can't fit his he can't carry Larry Bird's jock strap.
Rounds made you say that? What made you say that?
He's more of a man than Larry Bird's more of a man than Steph Curry.
How do you say that? What made you say that?
Look at the guy. Go back and watch the tapes. I mean, there's a whole history on this. Steph Curry ain't a man like Larry Bird, man. Come on, I give it to you. Steph Curry's got the moves. He's the greatest shooter, but he ain't no fucking Larry Bird. Come on, that's Larry fucking Bird. That's one of the toughest dudes. That's one of the toughest motherfuckers of all time is Larry Bird. You kidding me?
Hey, how many rings do Oscar Robinson have?
Oscar Robinson? Doesn't Oscar Robinson only have? I don't know if he has any.
You have a whole computer to it,
I don't know if he has any. I'm looking right now. His computer's been messed up. That's why I haven't really been on it. Let's see. Oscar Robinson. Let's go here. Let's see. Oscar Robinson championship. NBA.
Yeah, there, man.
Oscar Robinson has only one championship. That is what it says. One championship. That's it. So for you guys, he wouldn't be shit. I mean, that's what you guys would say. Oh, he didn't win he only won one championship. Fuck him. He ain't shit.
Fuck no. If he had
He didn't win. He only won one championship. Fuck him. Let's get him the fuck out of here. Cancel that guy. Jeez Louise. I can't believe it. So another thing that's going on in the news, I love talking about these Cowboys, man. I love talking about them because they're just like every year they just always do something funny to me, man. And they just picked up Trey Lance from the 49ers. How do you feel about that? What's crazy about this is because Dak Prescott was already out here saying that, I'm not going to throw no more than 2 picks this season or no more than 10 picks this season. And he hasn't really been showing out in the preseason. He hasn't been showing out in training camp either. And then they go ahead and pick up Trey Lance. Is that basically Jerry Jones saying, look, motherfucker, get your shit together or you're done? Or is this like just some type of backup for him just because the Cowboys have history of their quarterbacks getting injured throughout the year?
I say it go both ways. I think they looking at it like, that you keep fucking up, your spot gone, and it's just back up. I don't think Trey Lance necessarily better than Dak Prescott. Don't get me wrong, Trey Lance decent. He real decent. I think he coming for a spot type shit, like in practice, like I'm coming for your spot type shit.
Yeah.
But I don't think he gonna get it until Dak actually starts fucking up.
Yeah, so I don't know really too much about Trey Lance other than the fact that he's a pretty good athletic quarterback. Like I've seen him play a couple of times. I'm not gonna say I was impressed because I wasn't. But that also is because he started off last year as a rookie. Then he got hurt. His season came abruptly short. But I wouldn't necessarily say that he's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. More athletic, yes. Faster. He'll probably make a better decision, get out the pocket and run with the ball, not scared to run outside the pocket. But to say that he could be the answer for Dallas in the quarterback position, no fucking way.
Not well, you know how I feel about the Cowboys anyway. I don't think they making no noise. Don't think they doing shit at all. I don't like the Cowboys.
Well, this just goes to show how inconfident their front office is with their offense. You know what I'm saying? You guys already had two other quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show that you don't have that much of confidence for your starting quarterback. You know what I'm saying? The leader of your offense, the guy that you count on to do the big plays in pivotal moments of the game. So I think that's kind of weird. I think that Dak Prescott's time for Dallas is coming up to an end here soon.
You think they're trying to usher him out the door?
Yeah, I think they are. I think they're basically saying, look, man, if you do not take us to the Super Bowl or even in the conversation of winning Super Bowl, you're done. It's over for you. You know what I'm saying? I think this isn't. I'm pretty sure this is the last year of his contract as well. What do you think about it?
I'm gonna be quite honest. If you're looking at it like that, the Cowboys want to get rid of him. It ain't that many teams that's even willing to pick up Dak Prescott right now. It's time. Cowboys. I mean, yeah, it's time in the league, just like.
Yeah,
get rid of him.
I think that injury, what really
real.
Yeah, put the nail in the coffin for him. I mean,
get him out of there.
You break your leg like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, throw him out.
It's hard to come back.
Throw that crumb bum out of there, man. Get rid of him.
Out of there.
Get out of it. He's done.
So, football today.
What's the email?
First day of college football, everybody. Man, oh man, I think college football is actually more exciting than the NFL. I'm not gonna lie, because those guys actually have a purpose in playing rather than, well, I mean, now they're making money. You know what I'm saying? But they have a purpose of playing.
They're making money?
Yeah, they're actually making money now.
What? Oh, yeah. That makes a lot of sense now, because it was one quarterback. I forgot which team right now, but he's been there for like 6 seasons. I'm like, man, this guy's almost got a fucking PhD. What the fuck? This guy's in there for a master's degree in quarterback. I mean, this is crazy. Who the fuck quarterbacks in college for 6 years?
A motherfucker that red shirted and probably gray shirted.
But no, that makes a lot of sense. They're getting paid. That's crazy. That's not an amateur sport anymore, man. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, man, they're getting paid now. I forget what it's called. Because there's an actual word for it. I'm looking for it right now. But yeah, they're getting paid off endorsements and advertisements and stuff. There's actually a girls basketball player that is so famous at LSU. She actually has to take online classes now. She can't even walk on campus anymore.
What is she famous for?
She a fucking dog. She's
a fucking beast.
No.
Her name's Angel
Reese.
Yeah, Angel Reese. Yeah.
She's a fucking dog.
I was about to say some shit that would have got me canceled, man. Thank God you guys interjected. I was so close. Anyway.
But
I digress.
Who do you guys have to win the national championship this year?
I actually got Georgia.
Are you serious?
Put $100 on Georgia. $100 on Georgia right now. It's like plus 250. It's plus 250 right now, I think.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna wait till there's a boost on Georgia, and then I'm gonna put $100 on Georgia to clean house whole season.
Michigan, because I like they new receivers. They got 2 new receivers, pretty good.
I'm going with Alabama, man.
Okay, you just saying that because that's every year.
I'm going for Alabama. Crimson Tide, Roll Tide.
All right, fine. Since we're gonna just say anything, I'll go with Hawaii.
He said, "Since we're gonna say anything." No,
I'll just pick.
It's just like I said last week.
What's their preseason rank?
Who?
Alabama.
Alabama number 4. It's just like I said last week about Bill Belichick.
Yeah, since we're going to say any old thing, I'm going to go for the Fresno Bulldogs.
Oh my gosh, dude! You
Fresno Bulldogs. Oh shit!
I'm saying that.
No, I mean that's what they're acting like. They're acting like, well, since we're going to say anything, since we're going to say Alabama, well, Fresno Bulldogs definitely going to win the national championship.
What LSU at?
LSU, I think LSU is like 12 or something like that.
All right, if we're gonna say anything, I'm gonna go with Navy.
Oh no, LSU is number 5.
Oh yeah, they battling with Alabama. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think Alabama.
Since we're gonna say anything, I'm gonna say Cam's Little League football team is gonna win.
Bingo. There you go.
Progressive Trojans, baby. We're gonna win that one. Trust and believe. Know that.
Before every game, he gets them all together. All the kids are like, first of all, Steph Curry is the greatest point guard of all time. Let's get it. Everyone understand this. You're grooming, man. You're grooming these kids.
Steph Curry is the greatest nose tackle ever to play the game.
Bro,
Cam is grooming them. He's grooming these kids, man. This is audience members in the future. So when he's like, Steph Curry's the best, like 20 years from now, Steph Curry is the greatest.
I don't think Steph Curry's the greatest basketball player of all time. You know,
I think
it is.
I think Steph Curry is the greatest basketball player of all time. I'm taking it.
Nah, he trolling.
You're hella trolling.
Yeah, and I also think hot dogs are the greatest meat ever invented.
Hey, is there a way that we can rewind this shit? This is what I'm talking about. Motherfuckers talking that bullshit and then want to come back and say, "Oh yeah, well actually."
If you bring on a guest with eyes like this, they're gonna troll hard. Steph Curry's the greatest who ever lived.
He ain't the greatest who ever lived, but he's the greatest point guard for sure. My
favorite was
since we're saying Jake Paul will be the heavyweight champion of the world in 6 months.
Oh my god!
In both MMA and boxing.
And street fighting and coming over to your house and kicking your ass.
He's gonna be on the cover of.
Please don't dox me. I'm scared.
Hey, what's that?
Don't dox me, okay?
Not Street Fighter. Tekken. Yeah, that's what he's gonna be on the cover of Tekken.
Can you imagine?
Robot.
Jake Paul, boy.
Thing fucking Charles Barkley's coming out of retirement.
I feel, the thing is, you bring up Charles Barkley. I feel sad for Charles Barkley.
Realize how good Alabama really is, though. Like for real. They bring like more and produce more NFL players than any team.
Okay, all right. Since we're sucking Alabama's dick, I'm moving there.
It's one of the trivia time. It's one of the cheapest states to live in. Hey, just an idea. You want to beat inflation? Move to Alabama.
That's hella fun.
But it's a prerequisite that you don't have any teeth at all.
Wow.
And at least one thing.
Wow. I have nothing.
Wow.
Hey,
wow.
For anyone that's in here that's from I have nothing against y'all.
You know what, Heat? You was wrong for that, because if you check the analytics for Whoopty Whoop, about 78% is from Alabama. The viewers.
You just fucked the whole show.
You might be right.
Thanks,
that's you just completely tanked the show just with that one thing you just said.
That one thing.
All right.
But Alabama's listen, man. Who do you think is entertained by this show? Alabamians. Jesus Christ.
Hold on. How is Alabama entertained by this show when this is the first time I've ever said anything?
You're right.
Because the minute you said Alabama, the analytics went like this, all Alabama. And as soon as he said what he said, back down. Gone. It's just that Alabama tuned in. They're like, man, this is great. Alabama, they ain't got no teeth. They're single cell organisms. They're a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. Gone.
This is some ass shit. Because
terrible.
Before we even started, y'all were saying, oh, Georgia. As soon as I say Alabama, this is what I get. Crickets and bullshit.
Yeah, but it's reverse psychology. If you want the fans, you got to insult the fans. You got to say, you know what? Fuck you. We don't want you.
Hey, fuck you, Alabama.
Stop watching. Get the fuck out.
Now tell him to say the same thing about Steph Curry.
Yo,
fuck Steph Curry.
Come on, dude. Seriously. Come on, stop hating. Y'all some hating ass motherfuckers.
I just don't like. Listen, I'll tell you what I don't like about Steph Curry. Can I tell you what I don't like about Steph Curry?
Preach the choir.
Okay, keeping it real. He's a beta male. He's a beta. Beta.
Oh my God! You got Cam looking around like.
All right, guys, this is the end. Thank you guys for coming out.
Hold on. I lost my camera. Hold on.
Thank you guys for coming out. I cannot deal with this bullshit. I cannot deal with this. A wrap. How dare you? He's a beta. Get the fuck out of here.
He's a beta male. Am I lying?
Notice how when he said that, his camera mysteriously stopped working.
I know.
Why did my camera? You know what, man? That's the Illuminati, man.
I'm always talking about. Can Steph Curry get a round of applause? Not for that beta shit, but just because.
He's a beta male.
What do you mean negative? Come on, man. This is my show. Give that man a round of applause, man. Round of applause for Steph Curry, man. Yeah. That nigga
too clap.
That nigga cold as ice, man. Man, that nigga cold as ice, man. Hey, so another thing I wanted to talk about. I couldn't wait to talk about this all day because one of my favorite things to talk about on this show is combat sports. And me and my pops were talking about this particular fighter about a couple weeks ago. And he was saying how Max Holloway just needs to walk away from the game. Did you guys see him fight this last night? Did you guys watch that fight?
First of all, let's be very clear about what I said. Holloway is great.
Damn.
Holloway can fight. Just
fucking hell.
Has been into way too many wars. Way too many. His brain ain't right.
You know what? For the first time, I will say one thing about that.
Punch drunk.
No, I didn't say punch drunk.
He sounds punch drunk.
Yeah.
He sounds a little when he talks, he sounds a little bit punch drunk. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
For a while now, he's sounded a little, but he's still a little. But he got hurt in this last fight with a Zombie.
No, he didn't. He didn't get hurt.
He got hurt.
What part of the fight did
he got wobbled?
Did Max Holloway get hurt?
He got wobbled a little bit.
No, I don't know what fight you were watching.
What you mean? I was watching the fight.
Personally, it was kind of a boring fight. I'm not even gonna lie. There wasn't that much action, but he didn't get wobbled though. He got a couple shots, but
he got wobbled.
He's turned into a stepping stone now for up and coming fighters, bro. That's bad.
You think so? Zombie's not an up and coming fighter though.
But both of them are. They're both up stepping stones, bro. Like, what? That's why it was a free fight. It was a free fight. They got to fill up a card somehow. It was a free fight. It was fight night. Come on, he's not a headliner. He's not a headliner like that anymore. He's just sit down some more.
Still on that, man. Damn.
Have you seen how many fights he's been in?
My whole shit went.
Damn, man. If he hear that shit, he might believe that shit.
Straight up. Like, damn, like the way you broke that shit down, man. I'm like, damn.
Oh, it's true.
Because how long has Zombie been in the mix for? I mean, he's been in it for a minute, hasn't he?
A minute, and neither one of them will be in title contention anytime ever at this point. It's just a stepping stone for up and coming fighters. They can't see that. Who the fuck wants to see Max Holloway fight right now?
Me.
Okay. Well, that's what.
I'm done. I'm done with the UFC. The UFC can suck my dick.
Buy those tickets right now for $3.
The UFC. The UFC. You know, when I saw the fight, it just like, man, it was deja vu. It's like I've seen this fight 1,000 times already.
Right.
You know, it wasn't anything novel. It wasn't anything unique.
Listen, let's be really clear that, like, combat sports, especially MMA, man, it's the fastest evolving sport ever. So, like, the time has passed for Max Holloway. If you don't think these young and up-and-coming fighters have figured his motherfucking stand-up striking bullshit, it's over with. Go sit the fuck down.
I just feel like Max is going to be one of those guys that's going to be kind of like how like Nate Diaz kind of like he's better. He's better than the up-and-coming fighters, but he's not.
That's all, Ted.
He's not as good as like the number one contenders. You know
what you cannot take from Nate Diaz is Nate Diaz will put asses in seats. Period. Regardless of what happens, Nate Diaz puts asses in seats. Max Holloway does not. And we ain't even going to talk about jiu-jitsu because I don't think Max Holloway's jiu-jitsu I think his jiu-jitsu is trash.
Yeah, I don't think he really has that much of it. Well, I mean, he did choke out Zombie, but that was more of a...
Oh, man, my big toe can choke out Zombie. Hey, listen, Zombie, the Korean Zombie, his chin is gone. That dude's been hit so many fucking times and knocked out so many fucking times. Ain't nobody worried about no Korean Zombie or his jiu-jitsu or his stand-up. None of that. That's why they put them two clowns in the ring together, man, and nobody paid to watch that shit.
Well, that's why he retired, right? Because he can't, I mean, obviously he can't compete at that high level anymore, you know?
The game has elevated. You know, it has evolved and elevated past a lot of people right now. Just think about this, man. In MMA, if you look at how it started and how it's gotten to where it is right now, 2-3 years in MMA right now, if you ain't really doing something, the game it's already past you. Mm-hmm. It's already past you. Like Sugar Shane right now is going to have a ride for about 2 years, and then he's going to get figured out. Once he gets figured out, because the game evolves very fast, very quickly. It's over with.
Sugar Shane, man, congratulations on winning the bantamweight title. I think this is going to be a new lead for the UFC, and a lot of people say this is a new face of the UFC. He has came out and said that the next guy that he wants to fight is Tito, obviously.
He wants to fight Bobblehead.
But then he also came out and said that he wanted to come out and fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, I know we got some people in here that
and he said he'll hit that big ass head all night.
You know
long.
what I'm saying? I know we got people that fuck with Tank, but
Jay,
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I think Sean O'Malley kid knocked Tank out, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna tell you why right now. The reason for that is because Tank takes a lot of punishment in fights. Not this last recent fight that he had, but in a lot of fights he does get punched a lot.
He said Sugar Shane O'Malley will knock Tank Davis out.
I think Sugar Shane O'Malley could knock Tank out.
Can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
You did something. We can't hear you.
The truth. Can't hear you. Tell the truth.
He can't wait to jump in. Look at him. He can't wait. That's the first time he's been focused all night.
I'm not saying that, O'Malley is a better boxer than Tank. Obviously, Tank is a better boxer. We know this. But if you went out there,
we know this?
And yeah, we know this. Tank is a better boxer. But if he went out there and tried to fuck around with O'Malley, he's gonna get his ass knocked the fuck out. And that is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, listen, Cam, we all care about you too much to let you have this position. Now, we understand freedom of speech, and I support you to have independent thought. But if you really believe that O'Malley would have even a minute chance against Tank Davis, you need to have your head examined. I'm worried about you. I really am. I'm actually listen. Do you have Medicaid or something? We got to get you to a therapist or a psychologist of some sort.
Hey man, a fighter's punch.
O'Malley is fucking trash. He would not last even 3 seconds with Tank Davis. He would get knocked out cold. Okay, knocked out cold. He wouldn't last us 2 seconds. 2 seconds he wouldn't last. The guy's a bum.
He wouldn't last 2 seconds with Tank.
He would not last a half a round. He wouldn't last it. That would be the fight. You know, they have a bet where you can bet on the fight ending in the first 60 seconds. That's the one I would go for. I would put my life savings on it, that it would end in the first minute. He has no chance to compete against Tank Davis.
First round.
Damn.
He'll get out of the first round.
No chance in the first round. Out.
No chance. No chance at all. No chance at all.
Wow. What do you think, Heat? Let's hear your thoughts.
I think Tarek is a little. I think Tarek can check his Medicaid and get his shit checked. He'll at least. I need to
get my shit checked. Go watch O'Malley and go watch Tank Davis. This is clear as day.
Hey, killer. All I said is he'll get past the first round.
He'll never get past the first round. It's impossible. He sucks.
O'Malley sucks.
O'Malley's fucking trash. Don't got a jab. Don't move his head. Can't bob and weave. He cannot box. You think with that one little right hand is gonna what? What's that gonna do for him? He's gonna get fucking massacred. Massacre. It would be a massacre. A massacre. It would not. Actually, I don't know a commission. I don't know even a commission that would sanction that fight. It's that ludicrous.
The man just said you can't. You got no hands, bro. He said
they can't. They cannot even sanction that fight. No commission in their right mind would even sanction that fight. That's like putting a child in. It's like taking a 10-year-old child and putting them in there with Canelo Alvarez right now. It would not last 2 minutes.
10-year-old child will make it past the first round with Canelo.
It would not last even 20. It would not last a half a round. It would not go that far.
You're not even giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I wouldn't give him even no benefit of the doubt. Nothing.
Of even how his striking is in the UFC.
No, his striking in the UFC is as basic as you could possibly get.
If I'm hearing this correctly, Tarek, you're taking the Stephen Curry take on this.
What's that? What's Steph Curry take? He says the Curry's the greatest of all time. I'm saying O'Malley has no chance. I don't see the correlation. So I'm sorry.
Getting the Stephen Curry.
Why don't you see
stance on it?
What don't I'm just trying to understand and see what makes you believe that he doesn't even have a chance.
Well, I mean, first of all, I have more.
Why O'Malley fight?
I've seen O'Malley fight. I've seen Tank Davis fight. O'Malley does not have a chance in hell. A chance in hell. I hope O'Malley, if this gets to O'Malley, you don't have a chance in hell, bro. Give up that fantasy. Okay? It would not last. It would not last out of one round. He could knock him out anytime he pleased. It would not last a round. A round. I would not give it a round. 1 round, I wouldn't give it. It's a worthless fight. O'Malley, I don't know if O'Malley will make a title defense, let alone go and fight Tank Davis. It's just a ludicrous idea. It makes no sense. You know what? Now every single MMA fighter is just they're coming up with so many fantasies now, you know, because they don't get paid. So now they got to concoct fantasies. You got Kamaru Usman. I'm gonna go fight Tyson Fury. They're all just fucking desperate. Desperate.
Just desperate.
It's just desperation.
Now you're just being offensive.
Listen, the truth is offensive, man.
Said that Sean O'Malley won't even fucking survive a fucking title defense, bro.
We don't even know if he will survive a title defense. I mean, it's a very weak division. He's a scrappy kid and he's got a good right hand, but that's very. I'm sorry, man. That's very rudimentary and that's not enough. And good for him, but he wouldn't last 2 minutes in the ring with Tank Davis. That is the pure facts, and he would get knocked out cold.
How long did Ryan Garcia last?
Ryan Garcia would knock out Sean O'Malley in less than 2 rounds. 2-3 rounds. You give Ryan Garcia the same opportunity, he knocks out Sean O'Malley.
Last with Tank Davis.
My thing is I don't know where you got the idea that Sean O'Malley can even compete with anyone from boxing on that level. Where did you get that idea? I mean, no offense. I'm just wondering.
Oh no, you are all offensive right now.
Yeah,
yo, come on.
Yeah, dude.
You can't handle the truth.
How the hell are you gonna talk shit and not even be on camera?
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Like what?
It's Jack Nicholson from A Few Good Men.
I think Sean O'Malley does have a good stand-up, dude.
Okay, I think let's just throw any name out there. I think Henry Cejudo can beat Artur Beterbiev.
Hold on. I'm not saying
we're just gonna make stuff up.
Hey, look, I'm not saying that he can outbox Tank.
I'm saying he get knocked out cold.
If he sits in there and fucks around with O'Malley, he get his ass knocked out. And I believe.
Okay, I think he can close his eyes, tie both hands behind his back, Houdini style, and still knock out Sean O'Malley.
With
ease. Well, that's the mystery. You'll be like, what the hell did he just get hit with? just Tank's aura knocks out Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley's not in the same league as Tank Davis. I would put money on it. If the fight ever happens, I will bet you money that it does not go anywhere close to the distance. He would get knocked out cold, brutally cold. I'm talking about brutalized.
Okay.
Brain damage.
Since you believe that, and that's what your opinion on that. What's your opinion on Carissa Shields and the Keith Thurman fight?
She would get knocked out cold. Oh my God. She would get knocked out cold. She's delusional too. I mean, she has a better chance than Sean O'Malley, but and but that only tells you how little chance that Sean O'Malley has. Plain and simple,
Clarissa Shields will patch your ass up, boy.
I ain't scared of that bitch. Get out of here. Bring her on. Let's play backgammon.
Wait, so you're not even giving her a shot either?
Against Keith Thurman.
A shot against Keith Thurman?
She would get knocked out cold. She has 2 knockouts in 14 fights. She's been knocked down before by a woman. This is Keith fucking Thurman. He's a knockout puncher. What do you think would happen? What is this, man? What is this, the Antifa podcast network, or what are we doing here?
Hey, man.
She's a lady.
Oh, they tripping.
She's a lady. That's Keith Thurman. She would get knocked out. Let's keep it.
Yeah.
She's a woman. She belongs in women's sports where she belongs. Keith Thurman would knock her up.
Wait a second.
Listen.
She's a woman, so just because she's a woman,
listen. There was a great female fighter. Her name was Lucia Riker, and she was a champion, and she was a big puncher and a strong lady, and she decided to venture into fighting men too, and she got knocked the fuck out, and by a journeyman, by a bum, and we're talking about Keith Thurman. So look, I think Keith Thurman should take the fight, knock her out, because this is boxing. And in boxing, everyone should have the opportunity to get the ass handed to them. So if she really feels that she wants to fight, equal opportunity, fight her and knock her the fuck out, and let's set the record straight. Because you know what? She's fantasizing a lot right now. She's desperate for a money fight, and she wants to fight a man. Let her fight a man. Let's go.
You woman bashing right now?
No, I'm not. I love women. That's why I don't want her to fight Keith Thurman, because I love women too much. I don't want to see that happen to a nice lady like Clarissa Shields.
What if she knocks him out?
What if
she
she
has a
knocks him
puncher's
out?
chance?
Huh?
Yeah, she just goes in there and just fucking knocks his ass out. Then what? Then what you gonna say?
So she has 2 knockouts for her 15 fights against women and bums, but she knocks out Keith Thurman. Think about that. Let's deduce logically what's that scenario. She can't knock out the ladies that she fights. How's she gonna knock out Keith Thurman?
Can you whoop Amanda Nunes?
Can I whoop him? Hell yeah, I'll knock her the fuck out.
I'm trying to tell you niggas, man.
I'll knock her the fuck out. I didn't say I would out grapple her, but I'll knock her the fuck out.
So then you also
You don't think she'll choke you the fuck out?
You also
no.
run faster than Sha'Carri,
Tarek, please don't do this.
Sha'Carri Richardson too.
Who? Say again.
Sha'Carri Richardson too. You run faster than her as well.
Who's talking about running? We're talking about fighting. Running and fighting is not even in the same ballpark of ideas.
Well,
so you don't have to be a great athlete to fight. You don't. You don't have to run fast or jump high or. But still, you don't need to do all that stuff.
Hold on. You just you're basically canceling her out because she's a fucking woman, though.
I'm canceling her out because she's not going to beat Keith Thurman because she has 2 knockouts in 14 fights as a lady. I've seen her fight. She's been knocked down before by ladies. The ladies she fights are bums. No lady she ever fought is even close to the level of Keith Thurman. So this idea is only a desperate idea to make money, and anyone who buys into it is buying into the fact that she needs a payday, and she's willing to get knocked out by a man to do it. And she thinks, well, if I pick on a small enough man, it'll make a difference. He would knock her out cold. It's just that simple. And Sean O'Malley is right in the same bracket as Clarissa Shields. Actually, worse. She has more of a chance. She has a better chance than him. She has a better chance than O'Malley.
Fucking
she
woman.
has a better chance than O'Malley.
She has a better chance than O'Malley, 100%. At least she has boxing experience. She's training with men every day. She's been to the Olympics. You know, she has some sort of experience. Sean O'Malley has not displayed any array of boxing skills even fit to box journeyman, let alone someone of Tank's caliber. If you would have said some low-level YouTuber or something along those lines, I would have said, okay, even then, I don't even know if he has a chance. But Tank Davis? Zero chance. Clarissa Shields fighting Keith Thurman? Maybe 1% chance. Maybe 2% if you're generous. And if I'm a feminist, maybe 3.5%.
Oh God.
But I'm just saying, this is not it would not go very far. It's just not, it has nothing to do with the fact, well, yeah, I mean, being a woman is a part of it. That's why women and men's divisions are in boxing are separate for a reason. Let her go fight. Hey, listen, let her start campaigning as a man. She can go fight as a man.
House calls you a fucking punk ass bitch and put your hands up. What are you gonna do?
If somebody did what?
Clarissa Shields walks in your house, pushes you, calls you a punk ass bitch, puts your hands up, and she's ready.
Well, first of all, let's correct the scenario. If Clarissa Shields called me a punk ass bitch from the distance, I'd call her a punk ass bitch. The minute she got close enough to push me, I would start punching. Okay, I would just commence the beat down. So let's put it that way. Okay, I'm not afraid of Clarissa Shields at all, in any way, shape, or form.
All right, that's enough about beating bitches.
Wow, he said you don't want to talk about beating.
You know what's so fun? You know what's so funny? I'm the one advocating for her not to get beaten by a man, and then at the very end of it, the scenario flipped into me beating the hell out of her. This is twisted. This is some fucked up. You guys gaslit me into that bullshit.
Yeah, that's how they got me.
They got me. They're like woman beater.
I had to let him get in.
I'm advocating for her not to get her fucking ass whooped.
Smart man.
You guys are fucking evil. That's what's going on.
Eyes and everything.
Yo, that shit is funny as hell.
Man, this is a straw. I like that straw man argument. You're like, yeah, Sean O'Malley has no chance, but what about Clarissa Shields? The fuck? She ain't got no fucking chance either. Let's move on from that. You know, Ngannou has a better chance beating Ngannou. I mean, Ngannou has a better chance beating Fury than either of those people winning those fantasy scenarios, because it would never happen.
Only because they're heavyweights. Anybody can get fucking.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the only reason, because there is a heavyweight, and he still has very little chance, maybe 5%, maybe 4.5%. But he still has a better chance than Clarissa Shields against Thurman, and especially O'Malley against Tank Davis. This is zero chance. This is negative 1,000 chance.
What's that percentage? Clarissa Shields, T the Truth.
Clarissa Shields, T the Truth. The only thing she might get me is if it goes many rounds, because she's been, 10 rounds, 2-minute rounds though. What's 2 times 10? 20 fucking minutes. I jerk off longer than that. Let's get it. Come on, let's go. To train for her, all I got to do is what? Run 1.5 miles a day. Let's go. Set it up. Hey, Clarissa Shields, you listen here, bitch. I want you. and I pity the fool that has to go from the women division to fight T the Truth. So you listen here, Clarissa Shields. If you're listening right now to Whoopty Whoop, I want you, lady. You wouldn't last 3 seconds.
All right.
You see that? Illuminati keeps cutting my feed, man.
He said Illuminati keeps cutting.
I feel like Andrew Tate right now, man. This is bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I give Clarissa Shields no chance against Tarek, against Tank Davis, against Tarek Davis, against Tank Tank Al Machini. I just don't give her a chance. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know you guys are annoyed by that. Everyone there is like a feminist or something. I apologize if I hurt any feminist feelings.
We're gonna come clean because last week there's somebody sitting at that table that got completely out of his body and went absolutely ape shit.
Who?
He would souffle Clarissa Shields and knock her ass the fuck out.
Who?
I ain't gonna say no names.
Souffle.
Yeah,
that sounds like some serial killer shit. That's a little overboard. I didn't say souffle the lady. I didn't say. I said knock her the fuck out. I never said souffle her.
And then
that's different. That's different.
Ain't no nigga finna let no bitch beat their ass.
I'm not talking about no fucking John Wayne Gacy shit. I'm just talking about knock her out cold, nice and clean, help her up, give her a little smelling salts, buy her a bouquet, take her out to dinner, apologize. You know, that's it.
Okay, take her out to dinner.
Yeah, take her out and say, "Oh, look, I'm sorry for knocking you the fuck out, but it had to happen. You asked for it."
That's crazy.
All right, touche, Tarek.
That sounded like some straight up 1950s wife beater. You know, you deserved it. Why did you make me an abusive man? No, I don't think she has a chance. But.
All right, guys. You know what? It's been really well, but it looks like we're gonna have to wrap this thing up now. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank everybody that's came out tonight. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for tuning in. And before I go, I just want to give a shout out to Miss Richardson for winning that gold medal in the world finals. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Especially after all those people were talking shit about you smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you proving those doubters wrong. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let professional athletes smoke weed, man. Let them smoke weed. It's better for them than the painkillers, okay? They can perform at a high level smoking weed. Okay, I just wanted to point that out. I just wanted to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? But this is Cam, man, and we're sounding off from Whoopty Woo Sports, how you're supposed to get it. We out.